Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
They're polite. They just take the time for you.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
I like the Angels for what they've done for me.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching. Thanks as always to the producer of our series, Jeff DeRoll. We're on the playground at Lincoln Elementary with Principal Elaine Rohleder as we talk about the new school year at Lincoln Elementary and some of the new improvements as well. Elaine Rohleder, Principal at Lincoln Elementary, our Community Connection. Let's begin with the new school year at Lincoln Elementary. Principal Rohleder, how are we doing?
We are finishing up enrollment. We have about 20 kids left to enroll, and if there's any new students who are there, we encourage their parents to contact any school in the district and get them enrolled, and we'll be ready to go next week, Wednesday.
And something new is coming to Lincoln Elementary for those recess times.
Oh, yes. Lincoln was chosen the lucky winner for the Reading for Education program that we participated in last year. One entry out of 8.5 million was chosen, and it was a Lincoln Elementary School student who won us a $100,000 playground from Reading for Education.
Which is under construction right now.
Yes, it is. It started Sunday afternoon and is expected to be cemented in today and the mulch put in tomorrow and be ready to go by the end of the week.
Let's go with the basics of the Reading for Education. What's that all about?
Well,
Elaine?
It is a fundraiser that we chose to participate in. It was a simple couple-day fundraiser. We got a little magazine booklet in the mail. We sent it home with the kids, and parents could fill out like 10 postcards, and then on the front of the cover it said, win $10,000 for your family and a $100,000 playground for your school. And so our students filled that out, and we mailed in the pamphlets with all the addresses of their friends and relatives. And it was a fundraiser, and the little cards are sent out for people to order magazines. And then the front page, the front cover was entered into a contest, and they randomly drew Timothy Hulls, who was a 5th grader at Lincoln last year, and his family won $10,000. The classroom teacher won $5,000, and we won this, the $100,000 playground.
That is amazing. And in addition to that, you also have an additional $30,000 that came from the school, right?
Right. Home and School, our Lincoln Home and School Association has been raising money for several years to do some improvements to the grounds at Lincoln. And so when we received the playground money from Reading for Education, Home and School donated another $30,000 to add some standalone pieces and just make our playground grand.
As long as I've known Lincoln Elementary and been aware of it, Principal Rohleder, it's been a family school.
Definitely.
And the Home and School Association just amplifies that, I think.
Right. It's just everybody knows everybody. We're small. We grew a lot last year with the closing of Washington Elementary School. We gained 60 students, so our enrollment is about 265 is what we're anticipating this year. And the families are they just are awesome. They want their kids to get a good education. They're supportive of our staff and our teachers, and they just do whatever we ask, and the kids are just great.
Tell us what we're seeing back here now. First of all, the company, how is this put together? Who does it?
Okay, Reading for Education provided the funding for us, and Game Time is the brand of the playground equipment that we have, and Cunningham Recreation out of Olathe is in charge of, they worked with me on designing the playground, picking the colors, and getting everything, the installation all lined up. And so we started working on it. The week school was out, and we didn't stop till we had it done, and it sent to production, and it arrived Sunday night, and they unloaded it. They got started Monday morning, and today they're setting it up and going to concrete it in. And so,
well, you're the construction foreman then, aren't you?
Yes, I guess.
You get to pick the colors and all this.
I know.
Now, the playground itself looks like is divided. Tell us about the specifics here, if you
Okay.
would, Elaine.
We have one main piece, a great big piece that has, I think 125 students could play on it at one time.
Wow.
So a lot of kids can play on it at one time. And then we wanted to add some other standalone pieces. So we have what's called a double arch swing going into the playground area that has the blue mulch in it. And it is a swing that 5 or 6 kids, it's like has a pod, and 5 or 6 kids can sit on it at a time. They can swing, they can sit and visit. It's handicap accessible. It's just, you know, just someplace neat for the kids to get together and talk. And then we have like a tilt-a-whirl. It's like a merry-go-round that you jump up on and it spins around. And then we have a couple other spinning standalone pieces that we have that, you know, it just gives kids a variety. They can either play as one big group, or they can play as a small group, or they can play individually. We still have our swings and our climbing wall that we had. We took out some really old equipment that we had and just, you know, tried to mix everything in so that all the kids could have something to do that they would really like.
Now, these pieces are actually professionally designed for not only fun, but safety as well.
Right, right. We'll have 12 inches of mulch on, I believe it's 12 inches of mulch on the bottom of the playground for the kid as a fall zone. And then we have a fall zone so that, you know, the kids fall safely if they do. We put the USD 489 maintenance help us remove the other old equipment, and then we put in the concrete boundaries to keep all the mulch inside, and so that it's kind of divided, so that we provided access so the kids can come running out of the building and run straight on the playground without tripping over the curb.
And the boundary area is the large concrete
Right.
extensions that are
Right.
up there to keep the mulch in the playground area
Yes.
then.
Uh-huh.
And I assume these are kind of kid tested as far as playground equipment?
Yes, I think they are.
The installation itself was rather a quick process, I understand.
Very quick. You know, I thought it would take a week or so, but they called and they said, we'll be here Sunday afternoon and we'll be finished probably Wednesday night.
You've been working as a contractor, so in addition to the colors, what other decisions did the principal have to make?
Oh, you know, what kinds of standalone pieces would we put in? I would email it out to the home and school and my staff and say, what do you think of this? And then they would say, okay, we like this. And we wanted to do something different. You know, when you drive around town, we see blue and yellow and red playground equipment. And so we went with something really different.
I see
So-
purple and green
There's-
and the tan for the climbing. Is that a climbing area then?
Right,
over there?
And we have light blue, and then we have these trees that go up through the middle that the kids can crawl up like they're climbing a tree. It has footsteps on it, so they can crawl up that. So yeah, we tried to do a wide variety of different activities because we want the kids to be active the entire time during recess.
And certainly with this new addition, they certainly
Oh,
will be.
yes, yes.
But you haven't given up the traditional swings
Right.
or the basketball courts, have you?
We left all of that in there. Our older boys and girls in 4th and 5th grade were concerned that we were going to take the soccer field, and I said, no way. So we have something for everybody.
Yeah, we've got a vast expanse here where the soccer field still is and will remain.
Right, right.
The whole process, obviously this must have come as a terrific shock for you.
Yes, it
when
did.
that phone call came.
It did. You know, I couldn't believe it. And it made me cry because it's like, oh my gosh, the generosity of somebody to just give you $100,000 to improve your school and to help your kids and your families. It was just overwhelming. It was just awesome.
In addition to that, of course, the help and support of the Lincoln Home and School
Yes.
Association to provide the extra funding
Right.
that was necessary. Now, what about maintenance? Are these going to require a lot of effort?
Well, our custodian, we received a packet in the mail that has tells you how to check your playground equipment for safety, what you should check the bolts, check the swings, or check the moving parts, make sure everything's still working right. And so you're supposed to do a check, I believe like every 2 weeks or once a month to do that. So my custodians will be in charge of doing that.
Our producer, Jeff Durall, of course, was a kindergartner with Miss Miller at Lincoln
Yes.
Elementary. And his favorite subject was recess. So we
Isn't it everybody's?
we obviously have a very important need for physical activity,
Right.
especially now with so many distractions of youngsters.
Yes.
Talk about that a minute.
Well, you know, we use iPads and computers in our school system, in the classrooms, in the computer lab. So our kids are on those devices throughout the day, not all day long, but throughout the day during activities. But it is so important. I always think of it, when I go to a meeting, I'm like, okay, 15 minutes in, I'm like, I need to move. You know, I need to get up, or maybe I should say an hour in case somebody's listening. But, you know, and I think about children when I'm at those meetings going, we need to get them moving. We need to, you know, we need to do our study and then take a break and, you know, get their minds moving while they're at it. You know, whether it be in the classroom or especially when they come on the playground, we want them to have so many opportunities to run and just to express themselves and exercise, because it does help them in the classroom. Then when they come back in, they're all rejuvenated and ready to go again.
I'm glad you made that point, because that is an important element of the whole school day, isn't it?
Yes.
The fact that they're able to get out, expend some of that energy, and refocus on the classroom when they come back in.
Right. You know, not only for, you know, their academics, but also their social skills. You know, the playground is a place for them to socialize and to learn how to play with others and get along. And so, you know, we try to incorporate that with our counseling program and just encourage kids to be accepting of everybody and to just play and have fun with each other.
Now, you talked about that 60 additional students, I believe it was, from Washington Elementary
Yes.
that are going to be incorporated. How are you doing on space, needs, facilities? Do you have a wish list?
Oh, we're doing well in the building. We can handle up to, if we fill our classrooms to the maximum, 288 students. And so, you know, we're renovating our computer lab this summer so that we can, you know, have all the updated technology. We are adding some 3D printers to our school. 2 of our teachers received grants, and so we'll be adding 2 3D printers, one for second floor, one for first floor. And we're going to really be incorporating some new science activities and just trying to give our kids a lot of different kinds of experiences. We have a new reading and writing program that's being incorporated this year. So, you know, lots of new things going on for our kids.
And still the excitement of that first day of school.
That's right.
I can see it
Yes.
and I can feel it right here with the
Yes.
principal. Now, in our final couple of minutes, if you would, Elaine, talk to the parents about how they can help educators, staff members to start a successful school year. Would you?
Great. I sure will do that. You know, the first day of school is the most exciting day of the school year. You know, I think it's even more exciting than the last day of school. But, you know, it's so important. Parents play such a huge role in the success of their child at school. We ask that you get involved in school, make sure your child is, you know, getting lots of good sleep at night, has a healthy breakfast. We serve breakfast in the morning, so if you need to get to work, you can drop your kids off at 7:30 and we'll serve them breakfast and get them some fresh air in the morning, and then we'll get them started in the classroom. When they come home from school, check out their backpacks and their planners and make sure you see what's happening throughout the day. Ask them, you know, what did you like about your school day? What did you do? What did your teacher talk about today? Just get involved in their lives about school. That's so important because, you know, kids want you to ask them. They need your support. We need your support. And just, you know, we ask that you get involved in school. You know, making sure your kids are here on time is really important. Our first bell rings at 7:54 and we start school at 7:59. So, you know, make sure that you set your alarm so you can have your kids here. It's important that they're here on time. You know, but just being supportive of not only your student, but of your teacher and the staff members at Lincoln. You know, it's working as a team. That's what we want to do. We want to have you on our team and make sure your child is successful while they're here at Lincoln.
Another one of the gems of USD 489 in the educational staff and teachers. Principal Elaine Rohleder.
Thank you.
Our community connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
And the Angel Care nurse comes to see me once a week.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Angel Care has helped to stay home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.